So for Pride this year, I want to celebrate the films of one of my favourite directors, Stephen Elliott, Australian LGBT director. Now, recently, his most recent film is a wonderful film called Swinging Safari, and it's basically now. If anyone's watched Neighbours, it is a kind of take on Neighbours. It's set in the 70s, and if you've grown up in Australia in and around the 70s, I was born in the 80s, but I got the tail end of the 70s. Like, even my house growing up had those, ugly orange chairs and ugly orange tiles, and we had the shag carpet that we had to rip up at one point in the house. So, to me, this is, even though I'm an 80s child, this film is incredibly nostalgic for me. And one of the great parts of this movie, if you're a fan of Stephen Elliott, it is a look back on a lot of his films, especially there's a wonderful little callback to Welcome to Whoop Whoop, my personal favourite. And so the classic film that I'm going to pair this with is, of course, Billy Wilder. Now, I always think of Stephen Elliott as Australia's answer to Billy Wilder. And Billy Wilder looked back on his career in The Apartment. Now, of course, The Apartment is this wonderful romance between this downtrodden businessman who lends his apartment to his bosses, but eventually meets the elevator girl who changes his life. And through the interweaving films, there's references to The Lost Weekend. There's a reference to Marilyn Monroe. Obviously, Some Like It Hot is a bit of a reference here. There's just a ton of references in the movie to his earlier work. So that's why, because of the references, I'm going to recommend these films together. So I hope you enjoy both of them. Maybe watch the Golden Age one first and then this one later, or other way around. I'm not sure how an international audience would respond to Swinging Safari, because it is very, very Australian.